Overwatch is about to get its biggest update ever in history. The new Gamemodes stadium isn't just a side experiment, it's the first step into a whole new future for the game. And today I'm breaking down exactly why Stadium is going to change Overwatch forever. Let's start with the heroes. And this is something that could be huge for the future of Overwatch. Because of Stadium's unique design and third-person perspective, Blizzard now has a lot more creative freedom when it comes to designing heroes and their abilities. Before, heroes were mainly balanced for traditional maps and game modes. But for future heroes, abilities won't just be about balance anymore, they can fit more personality into Stadium-specific abilities. Blizzard already managed to do that for some of the heroes. Like for example, Mei can turn into an ice sphere, or Genji can just throw those energy blades. Those ones fit the heroes and their personality really well. And I can't wait what their plans are for future heroes. Next up, maps. Let's be real, Overwatch had a major map drought lately. It's not because they didn't want to give us new ones, it's just because Stadium took a ton of development time. Like in the recent interview with Flats, Aaron Keller actually confirmed that Stadium has been in the works since 2022. They had to design an entire new style of map, but now that Stadium's foundation is built, the lack of new maps is finally over. Blizzard can start pumping out new Stadium arenas, and we will likely see fresh traditional maps again as well. Hey, if you enjoy my video, make sure to subscribe. It's free and it helps me out a lot. So let's get right back to the video. My third point are new game modes. Once you have a flexible environment like Stadium, you're not limited to just one way to play. This opens the door for brand new modes built specifically for these maps. And since Stadium breaks away from traditional rules, Blizzard can really get experimental here. Don't be surprised if the next year we see Stadium evolve into way more than just what we get next season. It could potentially become its own ecosystem inside Overwatch. But that's just the best case scenario. Only time will tell how well Stadium will be received. Which brings us to the next topic. A new player base inbound. Stadium could bring in an entirely new player base into Overwatch. Third-person games feel more familiar to players from Fortnite, Apex Legends, and as it looks, Apex is also bringing a third-person mode apparently. And of course, Marvel Rivals. And with the new talent-based hero building, it could also attract players from games like Deadlock or League of Legends. It lowers the barrier of entry a little, while still keeping that classic Overwatch feel for veterans. With fresh modes, more accessible gameplay, and tons of new cosmetics to chase, Stadium could be the bridge that finally pulls in players who never gave Overwatch a shot before. And speaking of cosmetics, here's where it could get really fun. Because Stadium is played in third person, players can actually see more of the heroes. Which means Blizzard can start introducing more cosmetics, like hats or backpacks. Third person cosmetics could open up a ton of potential, and you can bet Blizzard will take full advantage of that. And the last point is esports. The Overwatch competitive scene is already strong with the OWCS, but Stadium could take it even further. Imagine a second league entirely focused on Stadium. It would basically be a brand new esports under the same Overwatch banner. And that's huge for keeping the game fresh and exciting for pros and viewers alike. Of course, I could be completely wrong. Maybe in a few months no one will even be talking about Stadium anymore. But right now, it feels like so much more than just a new game mode. It feels like the start of something bigger. A foundation for the future of Overwatch.